gratitude to all the presenters who have cross-pollinated our mental faculties with such valuable knowledge that we can never put a price on. Thank you so much for those experiences. My comment was in response to Daphne yesterday when she was highlighting about the digital divide during the COVID era, starting from 2019. What I was going to say there is that when the COVID-19 erupted, we didn't hear much about the bigger picture of COVID. But what we were informed was that there was this pandemic which was had erupted and was going to spread throughout the world. But within a short space of time, the UN Secretary General started talking about a pandemic within a pandemic, which was the infodemic. And this meant that there'd been a volte-face in the way how the global world viewed the pandemic. They had, put mechanisms to deal with the pandemic as a pandemic, but they did not put full mechanisms to deal with the pandemic as a pandemic and the other pandemics that erupt from the existing pandemics, which is the infodemic. So I come from the area of information science, where we deal with the science of accessing, producing, accessing, analyzing, synthesizing, and generating information for sustainable development and for emancipation or total liberation. That's what we can say. So we have seen that the pandemic caused this dichotomy between institutions that are resource endowed and those institutions that are resource starved. So there was this divide between, let's say, a school in a rural area or in a ghetto and a school that is owned by a private organization that has got lots of money. They quickly switched on to digital infrastructure, and they were able to continue on with their lessons as usual. So there was this form of apartheid in the form of access to digital technologies, which, from my understanding, our governments should have taken a lesson from that, there's a need to sort of like strengthen or buttress our ICT infrastructure, our research infrastructure, not only rely on private internet service providers, but seek alternative ways on how we can also ensure democratic access to information, to digital platforms. And we have also seen how these digital platforms have permeated every aspect of our life, even in terms of activism. In various conflicts that we find that are erupting in the world, we have what called digital gladiators, the people who are on the forefront of hacking systems, making information publicly available to everyone. If you read the Gorilla Open Access Manifesto, published in 2008 by Arnold Schwartz and others, they argue that we should demolish paywalls. Let's demolish paywalls, let's do away with paywalls and make knowledge accessible so that people can make informed decisions. And then this will minimize the ability of politicians to misguide citizens, and this will empower citizens to be more vigilant and combative in the way how they interact with the environment. And also, lastly, the fact that the internet itself, it's not a neutral platform. So as digital activists, when we engage on the internet, I think you've seen that when the Russian-Ukrainian war started, many digital platforms put Russia off their platforms. And this became quite scary because it meant we were getting a distorted and a disfigured analysis of what was going on in the war. So what this means is that there's a lot of espionage, industrial espionage, taking place on the internet, to the extent that people now become concerned about issues to do with their security. In a nutshell, I can say I bring my contribution to its eclipse.
Thank you.